and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and it's Sunday, so it's time for Scraplift Crafternoon, a hop where a group of my friends get together, find some inspiration, and we scraplift it. And this lovely layout is by Darla Weber, who is Crafty Darla on YouTube, and I am going to document these pictures from where me and my friends went to go see Romeo and Juliet on Broadway and got to see Kit Connor as he came out the stage door. And I'm going to use my Simple Stories good stuff. Very little bit left in the way of papers. I just have some 6x papers and scraps, and then I have a handful of stickers and embellishments. I'm going to try and use some of these up. I'm working on getting this collection completely toasted. And then I have this distressed mica stain. And then I have the washi, but I don't end up using that. So anyway, I've got my papers, my embellishments, and some ink. And then I have my pictures and this very cool layout. So let's see how this goes. So I decided I wanted to try and steer towards the color scheme they used with the Romeo and Juliet publicity stuff this year. So 3 of the main colors were like a pink, a blue, and a green. And it was kind of like a limey green, so that's why I went with this. It's called Wicked Elixir. It was one of the Halloween ones that Tim Holtz put out. And then I splattered pretty much everywhere where the pictures aren't going to be. I have an idea that you can kind of see the gap in the bottom and in the top, the bottom right and the top left. So I pull this 6x8 paper right here and I cut a 3-inch strip and then the 5-inch strip. And I'm going to use the 5-inch at the bottom to mat these 2 pictures. The colors that I'm using aren't spot on for what they had. They had like a very bright pink, very similar to the pink in this collection. And also like almost a fluorescent colored blue. So that's not really in this collection, but I'm okay with that. I still use like this aqua blue and then that green from the Wicked Elixir. So I'm going to use the stripe paper down here at the bottom. I'm going to use some up at the top. I'm going to bring in a couple other kinds of papers. And then on her, she's got like a film strip to the top, on the top left corner. And I'm just going to use one of the little 6-inch strips that they have in the sticker pad. I do cut about 1.5 inches off so it's not too long. And then just put a bunch of layers of the paper that I'm trying to get used up back there. And I'm still trying to stick with like that aqua and the pink. And then I bring in this yellow with like the hearts and stuff because it is Romeo and Juliet. I mean, it's like the love story of all love stories, right? So having some hearts on there is very fitting. So I just layer all that kind of stuff up. So on her layout, she's got like these pumpkins and this whole like little scene that kind of comes out to the left of that cluster on the right corner. And so I'm going to do that, but that's where I'm going to put my journaling space instead of a bunch of icons. I do have a few icons, but mostly it's wordy bits and calendars and a little journaling space. There will be more journaling in the book that I'm creating for our New York trip that will include this layout of him coming out of the stage door. I've already documented a couple layouts of them on stage, like taking their bows, because I didn't obviously take pictures during the performance since that's a big no-no. I do have production pictures that they posted online that I printed. So I do have pictures from the performance, but they were stage pictures that the production company put out. Since obviously my camera and phone were put away during the performance, I would have never thought to take a picture because I was just so enamored by the performance in general. The entire cast was phenomenal, and I am so excited. I've never been to New York for a Broadway play. I've been in New York once, but I've never seen a play, and this was at the Circle and Square on Broadway. And it was a really cool rendition of Romeo and Juliet. and they did a phenomenal job. So I was really excited that I got to go. And so it was neat to see him come out the stage door and like greet all these people. It was hordes of people, and he did it like almost every single night. There were a few nights, I think, they ran the show from late September to mid-February, and he never missed a performance, which I think is pretty darn impressive because they did 8 performances a week. Anyway, so we went like I think they opened on the 26th for on their original or first performance, and then we were there on the 28th. So we didn't get a lot of the spoilers that a lot of other people did, and so that made it even more exciting because we got to see things happen without getting like TikTok spoilers or Instagram spoilers of some of the cool things that happened during the show. But anyway, so I am just like building clusters. She's got like a bit of an embellishment that comes out from the right side of that upper picture cluster. And I'm looking at this like I was talking to my friend Sally, and I was like, something is missing. I need something here between these two pictures. So I work on getting this little upper area done. And I end up just putting this little thing that says good times on it. And then I'm going to use that to like make a little journal note up there. I thought I'd put some more things up there, but I don't. I don't have a lot left in this collection that's going to fit, but I do find this floral that I thought was fitting. It's got all the colors I want in there. So I tuck that in, and so that helps me combine that top portion and the bottom portion. And then I just write a little journal note. This is Kit on his way out of the stage door. It was a thrill to see him. And at the top, I just wrote Kit Connor as Romeo in Sam Gold's Romeo and Juliet. And that is it. I love that I got so much stash used up in here on this layout. I love documenting and getting another memory done. And this really lovely, this would have been a really good like fall layout because of the color and everything. It was really pretty. But anyway, I love how this turned out. Super excited to get another memory documented. And I hope you'll go check out Darla. Her information will be linked below, all of her accounts, social media accounts that you can go and check out. And then, of course, please check out all the other lovelies that I scrap lift with every Sunday. That information will be below, as well as the playlist, so you can watch all of us and how we all take the same layout and how all of our stuff sometimes turns out extremely different and sometimes very similar. So anyway, I hope that you will give me a thumbs up if you like this video and or my layout. And I would love it if you'd subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Hope you have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping.